I know that I'm not the same person that I was even like a week ago. And that kind of sounds odd. I know. It sounds odd. But honestly, this whole concept to me and this process that I've been kind of going through on my own, it's been odd in general. Like I know, like a part of me knows that I'm not the same person I was. I'm not who I used to be. And it's happening in a way that's like insanely fast, you know? Like I don't feel like who I used to be anymore. Like it's showing up in in every like in everything. How I used to like certain values of mine, how I used to connect with people, my thoughts, and even how I kind of view myself. And I feel different like in my body too, like in my own energy. And I feel different in how I want to express that energy and how I want to show up in the world, and like just more aware, more present, and kind of more free in an odd way, more free because I feel less inside myself. I feel more like I'm actually seeing, not seeing, but I feel more present. You know, I'm not inward. I'm not worrying about what I'm going to say next as much as I normally would. I feel free to actually express myself without having that shame. And it's been a process because I'm still doing it, and it's been a change where I'm trying to get used to, but it's a change that I've been kind of doing without realizing it. And yeah, it's all new. It's all new changes. It's all new things, and I don't fully understand what that means yet. Or who it is I'm exactly becoming. All I know is just that a lot of things have been being brought up inside me, and a lot of things are changing, and I don't know if anyone has gone through this, you know, which that pretty much is probably a possibility because who really has a unique experience. But I know right now I'm on my own when it comes to figuring this out. And that's pretty much with a lot of things, I feel like. A lot of things in my life. So, and in turn, that keeps me in my head like a lot. And it's been so exhausting. Like, I've been in my head like constantly. And it's truly exhausting. It's like it's and it's like in these weird ways, like I feel like I need to make a change, you know, and I just keep going back and forth between what I want and what I think I want and what I should do. Especially that, what should I do? Because it's so easy. Well, let me tell you this. I keep going between those two things, or three things all at once, but it's like I can't land on a single thing. Like, nothing comes up. Like, what I want, it's like, I know I want something, and but it's like sometimes I think about it, maybe I overanalyze it, but it's like I know I want something in my life, but then I'm like, is this truly what I want, or am I just making up an excuse for why I want it, or is it because I feel like someone else would want me to have it, or you know, like things like that. And then also it's like, okay, well, how do I go about bringing this thing into my life actually? And it just like everything feels so uncertain. On top of that, it just everything feels so uncertain, and at the same time I want to change. Like, I want to change everything, and I just want to change. Like, I really want to change so much. Like, it's actually frustrating. It's frustrating. And Why? Because it's more like I want to change more than I actually have control of over my life. And it's easy to just sit there. It's easy to dream about it, and it's easy to make these vision boards and romanticize the entire freaking results of it all. But after, like, like these people that say, like, oh, I make these vision boards and they help me, they motivate me. But it's like, I'm at this point in my life where after I do all that, like I just romanticize it and I dream about it, I'm so drained. Like, because here I am at the end of the day in the same place, and I'll just like, I'm literally just killing time on my laptop or on my phone creating these vision boards, or over here freaking wasting time fantasizing about the entire thing with my limitations of what I have right now in my current freaking present, right? And then, and instead of it motivating me, it's like I come back to reality and I realize how much time I wasted. And then it's just like it kills my energy, because I feel like rather than it just giving me that motivation, it's like I'm getting the reality of it. Like, I've been sitting here envisioning it, but then I get carried away. That's the problem. I get so carried away with it. And it's like, when I'm going through this change, I also know that I am not the same person. And it's a process, because when you've lived your life a certain way, you know, it's like, and you're changing who you are in a way. There's a lot that needs to change. There's a lot. And whether it's a lot. So I get carried away with those changes and I make these vision boards. I try to ask myself, is this really what I want? But then when it comes to that pressure of trying to make it happen, it's like you're struck with why, like, I'm struggling to get this out, but bear with me. But it's like the answer that what most people tell you is to be delusional about it, and being delusional about it has been getting me nowhere. It's just been killing my motivation. It's been draining me, and it feels like I'm giving away my power. And one thing I really noticed is with this change, like, I noticed this relationship with my own femininity. Femininity? What the hell did I just say? Femininity? I don't know how to say that. Femininity. My female energy. It's changing, okay? It's showing up, and it's showing up in ways how I take care of myself. Like, I've noticed I've been wanting to be a lot more, like, softer, or I just been taking time to, I just been taking care of myself differently in a way that I have a lot more patience for myself and a lot more compassion. And it's also changing how I want to show up for people and how I show up for people and myself, because I don't know, I've been being called to do more for myself and others. And even how I dress, like how I dress, how I eat, things like that, how I move, and just how I express myself physically. And again, it's like a lot. It's a lot. A lot. I want a lot to happen, but it comes with a lot of change, and I do have limitations, and it's requiring a lot of letting go, because I'm like, I wanted this. I thought I wanted this, but now I'm like, maybe I have to go a different direction with this. And I had to walk away from, honestly, delusion. Sorry if there's a weird cut, but um my video went off. I'm probably gonna cut that out too, but uh I've had to walk away from delusion. Delusion, am I saying that right? Am I mixing up my words? But yeah, I had to let go of a lot, and I had to walk away from things. And one of those big things was delusion. And it sounds crazy because, again, I don't want to be like in this high mighty spot where I say most people all the time, but honestly, most people do. Most people say that if you want to have the things you want, you're supposed to be delusional about it. You're supposed to be like, oh, this is gonna happen. You're supposed to assume. But that's exactly what I have been letting go of and had to be unlearning. I've been unlearning that because it's been really fucking hard for me because I'm a fucking natural at that shit. You think you need to tell me to be delusional about my dreams? No. I've been having the exact freaking thing. I've been doing that shit. And I don't see my dreams anywhere near. But it's been hard because those fantasies, those stories, like, I've been a delusional person for coping. Because, I don't know, maybe I'm just so optimistic about shit, and I feel like sometimes you do gotta be optimistic. You know? Sometimes in life you gotta be optimistic. And that in turn made me turn to, I guess, unknowingly relying on that. And it's been a comfort for me. Kind of, it helps me escape from what feels, I guess, heavy to deal with in the present. And it used to give me a sense of stability. It, like, something like for manifestation, there's a possibility that if I keep doing this and it makes me feel good, that I actually have something to look forward, even if even if things are currently hard right now and it seems like I'm not anywhere near that. You know, if I just keep being like, oh, I'm gonna get this thing, one day it's gonna fall into my lap. But and even being like that, even it gave me a sense of connection. It made me feel connected when I felt disconnected and alone. And even if both those things weren't really giving me any real proof to go off of, and I used to even be delusional about, like, certain connections, like it gave me a sense of feeling like I craved connection because in reality I am alone. I'm alone. I'm a lonely hoe. So feeling like there's somebody out there that might be mine, or that maybe, I guess, having companionship in a way that is like I don't have to worry about loyalty or things like that, or being made to feel like a certain way that can make me, like, put me down in a way. And even if those connections, like, they were kind of like, it involved me over giving myself and a lot of self-sacrifice. Like, I was giving a lot of myself and without any receiving, and it kind of normalized me giving a lot of my mental thought to this thing, or what I want to happen, or who I want in my life, and without really receiving it, and still doing it. And somehow it felt like I had to freaking face the reality of it, because that thing, that person, whatever the hell, that version of my life that wasn't here, that I was giving so much of my energy to when I should be focusing on what's happening around me, I was just actually giving away my power, because I felt so, like, again, when I was doing those vision boards, I felt so drained. I felt so freaking drained. And it's because I was giving away my power. And if I want something real, okay, listen to me on this. If you want something real, if I want something real, something that can actually stay with me here in the present, something that doesn't require me to get out of myself, get outside of my present, I have to start living with what is in front of me. And it's weird because I'm grieving what wasn't actually real. I'm grieving the fact that it's not just gonna appear in my life one day. That instead, I was just fucking coping the entire time, the whole time, instead of fucking actually manifesting what I wanted in my life. And yeah, it's been giving me a lot of anxiety. And that may sound, like, why the hell are you getting anxiety over this? Why are you being so dramatic? But it's because I'm feeling the pressure of it all. And I mean, I always have, to be honest. But it's like the pressure with no cope. It's fucking reality, bitch. So now I'm here, actually facing my life from a whole freaking different viewpoint. And I'm realizing I feel alone. And I'm not really sure if there really is more out there for me in this life. If there really is a guarantee that I'm gonna get some sort of freaking release from what I know, from what I know and what I know now, and that's forced me to start showing up for myself, and being more present for myself, and in a way that I've never had it before. And it's bringing me back to when I was a kid, because those feelings of unsureness when I was young, feeling not safe or not at home, like I never felt at home, even in my own home, because I had my parents were divorced, so I had like my dad's house and then my mom's house, and then a whole bunch of other homes that people used to take care of me in, but I never truly felt at home. And how I cope was, when I was young, I clung to things. I clung to the physical and to certain people. And I'm talking like I freaking clung to them. I clung to them bitches, bro. I was not like I had a freaking BB bottle, bro, and I did not. That's probably why I got this freaking gap in my mouth. But I had this BB bottle that I was on for like, I don't even know what age, but I stopped at 8. I stopped at 8, and I was not letting go of that thing. And then we also had a freaking Chevy Trailblazer that I was just obsessed with. I'm pretty sure I was in love with that thing. Like I attached some weird freaking father figure to that car. That's pretty fucked up, now that I think about it. But that was just me. That was just me. And certain people, I would be stressing out about these people. I can't even speak. But I was so stressed out about, like, someone was gonna freaking, like, I remember, like, my dad, I was just so clingy. And he wouldn't give me the time of day, but I was so clingy, and I was always afraid that something was gonna happen to him, which kind of makes sense, because certain past things, I was kind of afraid of losing certain people. But all of those feelings are coming back. I'm like, I don't feel safe. I don't feel sure of myself. I don't know, I don't feel at home. And it made me realize what I wasn't, it brought me back to that feeling as a kid and what I was not getting. And it's been teaching me what I was ignoring. It's actually helping me learn how to actually be that mother and actually that father figure for myself, and learning what it is what was causing those feelings for me and what I lacked, and starting to actually embodying that. And Sorry guys, I had a burp. I'm cutting that shit out. But having that compassion for myself, that's been a big thing. Having that compassion and that patience, and actually being that support system instead of relying on things around me, or people, or delusions, or fantasies, or even, oh my god, that's my freaking phone. That shit scared me. But okay, we're back. Actually learning how to be my support system, my own support system, and being stable enough to rely on myself. And I'm not, because dude, I had to rely on myself for so much, for so freaking long. But actually being stable in that, like not doing it and then needing to rely necessarily on on an outside influence to reassure me, like being okay with doing things on my own and not feeling, I don't know, like unsure, because I've always felt that, like unsure and unsafe about it. That's what it is. Oh my god, I'm having these realizations. But without feeling unsure or unsafe about it, like I trust myself. And I know that I can take care of myself. And that's been the thing, like what I've been needing. And at the same time, I've been learning how to have these boundaries with people and just expressing my needs, because that's another thing. I've sucked at expressing my needs, because I don't know, this may sound stupid, but I feel like it's selfish. Like a part of me always felt like it was selfish. Like I didn't want to be the person who always took up space, or who always needed something, or like, but that's also been another thing, because I always felt like guilty or ashamed, and I didn't want to feel, I don't know, offended, or I didn't want to offend other people. And I've just been learning that, and I've also been learning myself, like from scratch, like straight out the fucking womb kind of thing, like going back to these old feelings that that I didn't really realize where they were coming from or stemming from, but now I know, because now that I got rid of that freaking delusional cope, now I understand a little bit more. And I don't know what is ahead of me. Obviously, bro, I don't know. Okay, I mean, I do tarot cards, but I'm not some freaking, I'm human. Okay, at the end of the day, I'm freaking human, and I don't know who I'm becoming. I don't fully know who it is I'm meant to be. I don't know what the hell is out there for me, or even if I do have something out there for me, but I do know that there's a version of me that has already ran its course, and now my life is actually in my own hands, and now I know that it's my own responsibility to show up, to make choices, to stop questioning myself so damn much, and to actually go for what it is I want, and also to stop being fucking delusional about it. And recently, someone told me this, and it's someone who I really respect. I really respect this person, but he told me that the squeaky wheel gets the oil. But he said the squeaky wheel gets the oil, bro. Oh my god, my freaking mic cut out. And for some reason that freaking, like, it struck me, like in a different way. It cleared a lot. It cleared a lot of that uncertainty that I was feeling, and because it helped me make decision. What was that? That was a freaking like caveman shit, like make decision. Basically, yeah, it literally, it made my brain think it's okay for me to make this decision, it's okay for me to bro. I'm trying to do this. But that uneasy feeling about asking and going for what it is I want, and it made me realize that it was okay, that if I want something, I have to move, and I have to act on it, and I have to be loud about it. Because what I want is not gonna matter to anyone else as much as it's ever gonna freaking matter to me. And because of that, I have to advocate for it. And I can't just sit in my head about it, wondering if it's okay for this person, wondering if it's okay if I even ask this person, or even if I even be loud about it, if I even freaking like fart in public, even though no one is around me, kind of thing. But, and also just waiting till it's handed to me, like expecting people to come show up and to know what it is that I'm waiting for, when that is not the truth of it. Sorry to get all passionate about it, but honestly, I don't know the full truth of why I'm sharing this, but hey, I got a YouTube channel, and I don't really have everything figured out. I don't know what kind of videos I want to make, but I don't really understand what all of this even means. Why I even have this channel, or where it's even gonna get me. But I can feel, and I'm seeing the changes, and how I'm showing up in my own life, and how much different it is, how like just the entire span of my life. And I know that I can't go back to who I was. And honestly, I don't have it in me to go back. Like, I don't feel an urge to go back, and I just can't go back. Like, I don't know that version of myself anymore. I don't know how to go back to it. And so, like, that leaves me with the fact that I'm just gonna do what I know to do best, and that's just keep moving forward, And I guess something's telling me that it starts with this video, being loud about it, being loud about what's going on inside me, and giving myself that space and that freedom to speak about it, because I've never had that space or that freedom to speak about it. While I've seen people have that space for themselves, and others let them have that space for them, but I've never truly had that space, and I want to start giving that to me. I want to give that to myself, and it starts with putting this out and not overthinking it. So yeah, I guess I'm figuring this out as I go, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.